After searching various stores online like Home Depot and Lowe's and also asking ChatGPT for help regarding the best insulation foams, I visited the Home Depot nearby and I finally landed up with Formular NGX F150, which has an R5 value per inch. So initially what I did is I measured the width of the grooves so that I can make an appropriate cut. So ours was around 20.5 inches. So I cut a little bit short of that because we need to insert the styrofoam into the panels and we need to have a snug fit. So I cut a little bit shorter than what it was so that it goes into the lip. So I measured both the ends of the styrofoam with the same length and I used a straight strip of wood 1 by 3 as a ruler. So after making marks on both ends, so I placed it properly, and so that just to ensure that it does not move here and there, so I stepped on it and using a chef's knife, an 18-inch chef's knife, and taking the support of my left hand as well, so I just marked a straight line. So one of the benefit with this styrofoam is that it really cuts easily. Just make a groove with the knife and you can see how easy it is to just split it. So just a little bit force and it splits into two. That's all it needs. So now that the width of the styrofoam is cut, now we need to measure the length of it as well. So it goes the same with the length as well. So we measure it, but however here what we do is we need to cut the length around 3 to 4 inches shorter than what it is. I will show you why we are cutting it shorter in going forward. So we measured it and now using the help of another small piece of wood as a ruler, making a cut with the same chef's knife. Now after both the length and width have been adjusted, so now we need to cut one of the sides at a 45-degree angle. So we are cutting it at a 45-degree angle so that it's easier to insert the styrofoam into the garage door slips. So because it is like a box with all the ends folded inside. So in order to insert that into that, we would need to cut it like that so that it's thinner on the other end and it's easy to be inserted. So as you can see, I'm inserting the uncut end first into the groove, and then because we have cut the other end at an angle, so it's easy. So just with the tap of the hand, it gets in. Just a small tap and it gets a snug fit. Yes, we have cut the styrofoam 3 to 4 inches short earlier, so making a groove at a 45-degree angle to the remaining piece as well, and we will be moving the earlier inserted piece to the side, and then we will be fitting the small piece which we have cut just now into the gaps. So the reason for doing this is it's because it's like a box on all the four ends, so it's difficult to insert as the styrofoam does not bend that easily. So by doing this, it's easier to insert it in place and ensure that it doesn't fall out. We didn't cut the pieces like that on the right hand side because it has grooves only on 3 ends and the center it doesn't have a groove, so it was easier to slide it in. And as you can see, the opening and closing of the garage also happens seamlessly, and inserting the slats doesn't cause any hindrance or interference to the operation of the garage door. And I've also noticed that after insulating the garage door in comparison to the earlier days, so the garage felt almost 10 to 15 degrees centigrade cooler than what it was earlier.